We have a very special guest in studio today.
What's going on, man?
He is a he is in federal law enforcement. He is from New York, the great and powerful Rob Odem.
Well,
Welcome
thank
to
you,
the show.
gentlemen. Thank you so much.
All right,
Let's put it
fellas.
up right here.
Cheers.
This is how we're starting it off, man.
I
Yeah.
love it. Let's do it.
Mm.
That's good.
Oh, damn, brother.
Oh, yeah.
A
Woo!
little bit of a burn. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank
Hey, before
Yeah.
we start, I just want to say, first and foremost, I fucking love the setup.
Thank you.
I love
you.
the setup. I love everything about this place. Especially when you said at the end, listen, if you're going through some shit, listen to this. It's important that more men have a place to go,
Absolutely.
like, and just be themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you guys are really providing that for a lot of people. So I honestly, thank you. Thank you for having me here. I really
Thanks for
appreciate
saying
it,
that.
man.
We really
That means
appreciate
a lot.
that.
I really
appreciate it.
Yeah, it means a lot.
I really do. And that means a ton to us. And you said, you're checking out the show and watched a bunch of the old episodes and stuff. And that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, we put a lot of time, effort, and, we never know who's actually like consuming the stuff. It's like, we'll see the views and the downloads and stuff, but
Right.
it's like, I know some of those, we know a handful of the people that listen regularly because they'll comment on stuff.
Mhm.
But we never really know. And it's always nice and refreshing to hear what people really think.
Yeah.
Well, then listen, do not get caught up in the views.
Oh no.
All
I don't
it takes
care
is
about
one person. Dude, fucking one person, you're going to change their life. And that's all that matters. You're putting it out there for the masses. Listen, these young men, they have to see something like this. They need structure. They need something to look up to. And this studio, everything. I had the opportunity to talk to the owner of this place.
Yeah.
I told him, I'm like, dude, this place is fucking retarded, man. Jesus.
that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I wish this was my basement.
Right?
Yeah. It's like the ultimate man cave.
Yeah, literally.
But we have lady members too.
Well, yes, man, woman cave,
Nah.
sister brothers, whatever.
Yeah.
But really, the environment you're creating is something that more people need to see. And I'm going to tell you right now, everybody I talk to from here on out will know about this. Will know about the place.
Appreciate that.
No, listen, I told you, I came in here. I'm like, hope they're not douchebags, right? I'm like, man, if they're douchebags, this is going to suck, or I'm going to go high and to the right.
Yeah.
I met Zach. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Roger that. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
And from the jump, it's a great vibe. It's a fucking great vibe. And everything you guys have here. And honestly, just happy to be here, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome,
Well,
man.
Happy to be
we're
here.
happy to have you here. Rob, you greeted everybody here with a hug and a
Yeah.
handshake. It was like, I was like, man, this guy's just the
Yeah.
nicest guy ever.
Nah, yeah,
Oh.
listen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when you go through shit
Mhm.
and you fucking realize that the world is shit, it's up to you to go with the shit, or I'm going to turn this motherfucker around.
Yeah.
And yeah, you motherfucking right, I will greet you with a hug. You know why? Because no one else will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? You having a bad day? Yeah, roger that. Get over here, motherfucker. We're going to turn this around. Hey, get over here, big
Get over
guy.
here.
You like baseball? Me, not so much, but roger that. Get over here, big guy.
Get over here.
Dude, that's what life's about. It's about being in situations where it's uncomfortable and you being the man to actually step up and go, fuck that. I'm not comfortable in this place. I'm going to turn it around. This is what life is about. You men were talking about like manhood and being a father. It's very important for me. And that's what really struck me on wanting to come on this podcast. So I was married once before Christine, and truthfully, my ex-wife wanted me to be something I wasn't, right?
And what was that?
Dude, this is the funniest fucking thing in the world. A peace-loving person who helps everyone in the world, right? Well, I got news for you guys. 15 years ago, that wasn't me. I was still a fucking savage, right? I was a fucking animal. I grew up poor. I didn't have shit in my life. I worked my ass off. Buying a big screen TV for me, it may sound like nothing to the average person who has money, but when you're fucking broke and you grow up in Elmont, New York, and you look around yourself, and it's funny, I'll show you the video after this. I went back to my old house. My wife said, Rob, stop being so fucking humble and realize the work you put into yourself. And truth be told, guys, I never did that. I never fucking did that. Right? I had this TV, and back in the day, it was like, I don't know, $2,000. $2,000 to me meant the fucking world to buy this TV. But my ex-wife wanted to give our money away to the homeless, to the starving people of St. Louis, or whatever it was, whatever it was at that time. Guys, it was for me an insult, because one, I worked for that fucking. I put in the overtime. I put in everything. That was my prize. And I put up with that for way too long. Way too long. And since coming out of it, I told Zach earlier, it's been nothing. I've yet to have a bad fucking day in a year.
That's awesome.
A bad day in a fucking year. So, sorry.
Listen,
good.
Man, I'm going to tell you right now, I got diarrhea of the mouth. Our safe word is pumpernickel.
Okay.
So you say that, I'll stop.
No, I love it.
Roger that.
No, yeah, you talk as long as you want to talk.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
We're
We'll let people tell their stories. That's what we want. That we want it out there.
All right. So, here's my story. Here it is. Condensed. And it's pretty fucking wild. My brother Rich and I, we grew up in Elmont, New York in the 80s. Right. So
Where's that at?
It's right outside of Queens. It's
Okay.
like, I want to say maybe an exit or two outside of Queens.
Okay.
Right. And this is the funniest part. Beach Street 2 Electric Boogaloo was the shit. I actually went to breakdancing school.
Really?
Listen to me. This is the greatest fucking thing in the world. People look at me, blonde hair, blue eyes. Oh, you're from Missouri. Motherfucker, I am not from Missouri. The second I open my mouth, man.
Yeah, the second you open your mouth, you realize you're not from around here.
Roger that. So my brother and I, we grew up in Elmont. We dodged child molesters. We dodged drug dealers. I don't know how the fuck actually meant. Like, I think about it now. I'm like, man, it's fucking crazy that my brother and I actually are alive and still are able to like talk about it and laugh about it. We've got the sickest sense of humor you could ever fucking think of, right? And it's because of everything we went through. It's everything we went through. When I talk about child molesters, there was a dude, and I can't wait to show you the video of the house that I grew up so I can actually show you in the apartment complex, who was trying to get kids up there to take pictures of them naked, right? Now, mind you, my mother and father are from Brooklyn, right? Tough people. They raised us the best they could with the amount of money that they had. And I think about that too to this day. They just wanted something better for us.
Isn't that the goal of all parents?
That's always the goal. And I'll touch upon that in a second, but back to me and my brother, dude, we used to sit there out in the front yard. When I say front yard, it was all gravel, concrete, the whole nine, breakdancing, doing our thing, Beach Street 2, Electric Boogaloo, white lines playing. Bro, it was the greatest fucking thing ever. The greatest thing ever. Because we didn't know anything else. You know what I mean? When you don't know anything else and you're living in the moment, fuck, it is so beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And we talk about this a lot. There was one time I was going down the block to buy my mom and dad cigarettes back when you could.
Yeah, when you could go buy your
Yeah,
parents
listen,
cigarettes.
I'm 49. I thought you guys are in your 30s. Like, next 10 years is going to be awesome for you. My mom, Marlboro Reds. My dad, Cool.
Cowboy killers, huh?
Yeah, dude, motherfucking right.
Yeah,
I think about it, I'm like, wow, how you still alive?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jesus, Christmas. So I was walking down the block, and I saw this pimp beating the shit out of his employee, his hooker. Maybe bottom bitch, who knows? Maybe not. Clearly he wasn't, because he was whipping her ass. And I stood there, a little blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy staring at this huge black dude. And he turns to me and goes, "You want some too?" I'm like, "No, I just kept it moving. Dude, this woman's face was bloody as hell, and I just kept it moving. Just kept it moving like it was a normal day, right? Bought my mom and dad cigarettes, walked back like nothing ever happened, right? Another time, this is fucking great. I'm walking to get my mom and dad cigarettes. Right next to the tobacco store was a hardware store, and they were selling onion bulbs. So 7-year-old Rob Odem is like, I'm going to take these fucking onion bulbs and I'm going to throw them at fucking buses. Okay. When I tell you, I was freaking winging them at these buses and I was nailing them. Like, yeah, I got it all on me. I go in, I buy the cigarettes. I go to grab another onion bulb and the hand comes out and reaches me and pulls me into the store. I pissed my pants right there. Pissed my pants right there at age 7. He drags me in. It was the owner of the store, right? And this goes back to the child molesting shit. This old man was like, you want me to bring him home? And the owner was like, no, you're not bringing him home.
That was the child molester was in there?
Yeah.
In the hardware store?
Yeah. Which is fucked up, man. Like he was like, oh, this is my dream.
No.
Oh, you're giving him to me.
Yeah.
He's stealing. Thank God for the hardware, store owner to say no,
yeah,
I'm not going to give you this kid.
Right.
And I had to walk home, right? This is the best part. I had to walk home, piss my pants, and had to tell my dad.
Why you pissed your pants?
Why I pissed my pants, right? He's like, what the fuck? You're 7. What are you doing? Oh, I couldn't hold it in anymore. Then 3 days later, he's like, hey, I need you to go to the hardware store for me. I'm like, I can't do that, Dad. He goes, why? I said, I stole. My dad grabbed my fucking arm and marched me down to the hardware store. Made me stand in front of him and apologize for stealing. And he told me, as men, as Odem men, we do not fucking steal. We don't ask shit from anybody. If you want something, you fucking earn it. Plain and simple. And guys, that's the foundation right there, right? When a little bit older, and I get to see it, man. Like, it could have been some kid in a fucking basement right now. Well, not anymore, but
right,
probably would have killed me by then. But man, these are the lessons in life that, maybe after the podcast, you should think about them. Like, how the fuck did I get here? You know what I mean? Like, how am I here in this beautiful fucking studio interviewing just like people? Guys, you're living my dream. I got news for you. I fucking love it. I fucking love it, man. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, so you grew up in New York. What led you to, what was next? Did you enlist in the military or?
Woo! So this is what happened. We left Elmont.
Okay.
The poor neighborhood. We went to the rich neighborhood. Right? My aunt Dara, and my uncle Toro. God bless them. They were able to give my mom and dad enough money to co-finance to move to a nice neighborhood because my mom and dad wanted the best for us. Little did they know their son's retarded. And I'm just like, fuck it, man. Can't say the R word. Sorry. But it is what it is. Listen, I'm from a different generation. We moved there. And I would love to say it was the greatest experience of my life. But it wasn't. It was not. It was me not having what everybody else had, right? Me having no identity anymore. Essentially for 4 years, I was a fucking mute.
And
I couldn't.
When did you move there? Like you were 7 and then
7th grade.
7th grade. So you're like 13.
13 to 18.
Okay.
Was it just feeling out of place?
It was feeling out of place. It was moving to a place where I was introduced to my cousin's friends. They weren't my friends. They were my cousin's friends. So I was kind of forced into a position. You know what I mean? Like all the inside jokes. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Yeah. But then in 1994, I joined the military. I joined the Air Force. And that's when the switch kind of straight up. And that's really where I found myself, started to find myself at least. You know, I'm always trying to find myself, even at 49.
Sure.
Who knows what the next 10 years are going to fucking bring for me. So I get there and I went in there with a guaranteed contract as military police. So the plan was to, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, Nassau County cops make the most money, top 3 in the nation, right?
Who is this?
Nassau County,
Nassau?
Long Island.
Okay.
Nassau.
I didn't know
I'm trying to enunciate things
Yeah,
here. I'm sorry.
you're good.
Nassau. Sorry, guys.
that. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they make a grip of money. So my intent was this: go to the military, get the experience, come back, back home, right? Do my thing.
Be a cop there.
Yeah. Well, right before I was about to re-enlist, and I'm getting my plans going in motion. My father's diagnosed with colon cancer. He's got 4 months left. Right, 22 years old. Right. It's. All right, you guys still have your dad?
Yes.
Oh, dude, hold on to him. After this, give him a motherfucking hug.
Okay.
Because right now, you're looking at the product of someone who needed a father and had to build himself into the father he needed. Right? I didn't have a chance to, hey, Dad, I'm in Honduras. Should I do this with these crazy women? Right? I didn't have, hey, Dad, I'm thinking about moving in with this, this chick. What do you think? None of the man advice that you would want growing up. Right? So at 22, I realized that part of me was dead, was looking up to someone. And that, I don't know how to explain it to you guys. I never put anybody on a fucking pedestal, ever. Right? Because they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. We should never put another man on a motherfucking pedestal. Look at him. Evaluate. Roger that. He's doing the right thing. Keep it moving. Never want what someone else has. Right? So here it is. This kid from Elmont had nothing. I see everybody who has everything, and now I'm in the military, back to nothing. My kind of people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We embrace the suck. We embrace the, you know what, this fucking sucks today. They're beating us into the ground. Man, it's, I look back at it and I miss it. I miss it. I miss the fact that you took a group of people from around the world and shove them into, I guess it was called the flight back then. 22 people from around, United States, and shove them into this room, and we're going to fucking train you, right? Personalities, whatever. They call it trauma bonding. I call it fucking awesome. Like straight up, man. It's, for me, it was easier coming from New York because I knew everybody, black, white, Spanish, whatever, ethnicity or whatever. But for a lot of those dudes, it was like, I've never seen a white person before in my life. I've never seen a black person before. And I'm like, you motherfuckers are out of control, right? Squish us together. By the end of basic training, greatest friends in the world. Back then, you don't have Facebook, you don't have the internet or any of that shit. Man, I got to tell you, I wish I could find those dudes. I wish I could remember their names. I can see their faces in my head, And then from there, I go to military police school, right? San Antonio, Texas.
So now the military police, is that what exactly is your job description? Are you're to police the people within the military?
All right. So this is the best way to explain it is, so you see the world as it is. Imagine it around a certain area, like a circumference or whatever, square. we're making sure the husbands and wives don't kill each other. We're making sure the kids are taken care of. No one's getting robbed. No one's getting stolen from, I should say. But the biggest thing is you learn when you bring that many people into that circle, you're going to have some motherfucking bad apples, right? My first experience at Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana. So mind you, I went from New York to Montana. Talk about a motherfucking culture shock.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like two
Man.
places that are...
First team I played on in Pro Ball was in Billings.
Dude, get over here. Roger that, dude. I've been there, done that.
Love Billings.
Beautiful place.
Love it up there.
Dude, the older I get, more I'm like, I got to take my wife there. It's actually fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
But when you're 19, you're like, fuck mountains. This sucks.
Yeah.
You know? So my first 4 years, I did nuclear convoys. Right? So I flew in a helicopter that they guarded the nuclear warheads all throughout Montana. I did that for 4 years. And the best part of that job was I get airsick. So I would, have to take Dramamine. But to counter the Dramamine, I would have to take Rip Fuel, old school Rip Fuel with ephedrine.
Drink?
No, dude, we're talking 95, 96. Rip Fuel with ephedrine in it?
I don't know what that is.
What's Rip Fuel?
Oh, man. Dude, after this podcast, I'm going to fucking change your lives. You ready to work now? Forget about it. When I'm done with you, you're going to do twice as much. This shit was like legal crack.
Okay.
It had ephedrine in it. It had aspirin. It had caffeine. It had everything that it would take to get you to have the greatest workout ever.
Is it like an energy drink or is it?
No, it was pills.
Like pills. Okay.
Pills. It was called Rip Fuel. I'm sure a bunch of your viewers are going to be like, let me look this shit up.
Yeah.
It's not the same, guys. Knock it off. I looked. But I would take that shit, right? And I would be out of my mind. Like, I'm going home to my dorm room and I'm going to fucking paint and I'm going to vacuum and I'm calling in. Hey, by the way, you have a couple of cars coming at you. Guys in the right lane, make sure you move to the left, right? Essentially, that was my job for 4 years. I was the eye in the sky, kind of like News 4 Today or whatever they got going on.
So you're just a helicopter following like a big
Yep.
tractor trailer.
And then we had a Mark 19 in there, automatic grenade launcher, in case we had to destroy everything. Listen, guys, when you're 19, 20, you don't even think about this shit. All you know is it's heavy and I need to work out and I need to get bigger. And that's all we thought about, I was there for 4.5 years. In 4.5 years, I had 5 near crashes in that helicopter.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And it fucks you up more than you think. And it creeps up.
Just wind or what? Like,
Dude, I wish it was wind. Motherfucking geese.
Geese. Oh, man.
Canadian geese flying right at the windshield. Emergency landing. Then you get the hydraulic hose for the pedals and everything blowing. And it's squirting, sorry. Pause. And then you got to make an emergency landing in a crop field, man. It's going up a hillside. But you realize the Mark 19 and all the ammo, you didn't account for how much that weighed. And almost coming up, and you're watching the dirt go. It's fucking nuts. I can't believe I'm here.
Yeah.
Like literally, there is no reason for me to be alive today. It's wild. I'm thankful that I actually get to tell these stories, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts, man. I'm telling you.
So you did that for 4 years, you said?
Yes.
And then what next? How did you get into what was the next step after that?
In the year 2000, I went to Honduras. No cell phones, no cameras, no nothing. You see these men going to Colombia. That was the original passport, man. It was the greatest year of my fucking life. When I tell you hands down, the greatest year ever of my life.
When you were stationed there.
And I was stationed there for a year. And it was every other weekend I got a chance to go to Tegucigalpa. That was the capital that's the capital of Honduras, right? When you go to a country like Colombia or Honduras or anywhere in South America, it changes your perspective on life, right? It was the greatest fucking year of my life. But yet I saw poverty like you've never seen it before, right? My first week there, they're like, "Hey, Rob, you got to go. You got to escort the garbage truck up to the garbage dump." I'm like, "Yeah, Roger that. Too easy, dude." I'm in a Humvee with one other dude from the army. Don't know him, right? As we're pulling up, we're going through like this hillside, man. When I tell you the Honduran jungles and mountains are beautiful, I never thought like weeds and trees would be beautiful. I think about it now. I'm like, man, it's fucking beautiful going up that trail. But then there's this 8-foot fence, and it's lined up with at least 200 people pushing the fence. I apologize.
Okay.
Pushing the fence like this, going comida, comida. That's food in Spanish.
Yeah.
The truck in front of us was a deuce and a half. And essentially, it's like a big ass pickup truck. It's like a box truck, but it has like a pickup truck bed. And they were throwing out all of the food supplies from the BX that expired for a day or whatever it was. Man, these poor people would jump on the truck and try to throw bags off. We talk about men. The men would jump on that fucking thing and fucking throw bags and bags and bags off, right? So their family could eat first. They didn't have enough food. Dude, I'm 22. I'm trying to digest this shit. Like, what the fuck? What did I get myself into? I thought this was supposed to be fun. So the first time I see that, man, it kind of fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I like to say, yeah, I'm big. Fuck that, man. It fucked me up. Thankfully, I had my boy Bruce, who I was best friends with him in Montana. We actually got the same orders to Honduras. So I had my best friend, literally. I said I never need to win the lottery. I had my best friend with me in the greatest year of my life, right? And I told him, I'm like, bro, this fucked me up. I've never seen poverty to the fact where men had to jump on a fucking truck to pull the food off for their family. And the fact that we didn't stop just to give them the bags, right? I didn't have a voice back then. Clearly now I'd be like, hey, stop the fucking truck, get everything off here. What do you guys need? At 22, I didn't have a voice. Did not, and I just watched everything unfold. And you do it, and you do it over and over and over.
Do you think that's a byproduct from being part of the Army or the
Air Force?
Air Force?
Listen, man, byproduct of being from New York. Like, truthfully.
Well, I'm talking about like with like losing your voice because like in the military,
No.
because no.
No. I understand what you're saying, but I apologize.
No.
It comes down to this, man. You guys probably remember when you finally had a voice as a man. You saw shit happen in your life and you didn't speak up, right? Maybe some incident. Oh, man, I wish I could have did this. I wish I could have did that, right?
Yeah.
That was my moment. That was my fucking moment. And I can't believe I could share it with you guys. After that, bro, never again. Never again. And maybe one day it'll get me killed. Hopefully, this is why I stay in my house. I don't want to go out because you know what's right and wrong. You know what's right and fucking wrong, right? Plain and simple. And back in the 2000s, man, and I just wanted to tell you guys this. It was so fucking crazy. It was maybe the 7th time I went up there. And this guy was trying to.
So what was the objective? Why were you bringing the food up?
It was the garbage dump. It was the garbage dump.
So you guys are
For the
just
babies.
taking all
Literally
this.
just taking the food.
Taking the garbage.
just
Yeah.
taking the garbage out.
Yeah. Thank
And
you
these
for
guys-
touching on that.
Yeah, I was just curious why it was like,
Yeah.
why are we going with this truck? But
No.
yeah, so they just okay.
Right. So maybe I got a little desensitized, right? And they already told me they're going to kill me. The locals or whatever, blonde hair, blue eyes, get the fuck out of our country. I'm like, yeah, roger that. I'm just here. Sorry. This dude tried to steal 2 big garbage bags worth of potato chips. And I watched another man. So I'm 22. He had to be in his 40s at the time. He had a machete, but he turned it to the side. And when I tell you, he smacked his back as hard as he could with that machete. He dropped. He fucking dropped. Walked up, grabbed the potato chips, and gave it to the kids. And I just sat there. I'm like, wow. Wow, man. Even here, there is justice. They're trying to feed themselves. And you see someone that horrible willing to just take food from everyone else and run away, they wouldn't accept it. Like, as the community that was at the garbage dump, it's something that still sticks with me. It really does. Really does.
So would you say this year in Honduras was it was the best year of your life? Was it because it taught you lessons, or what made it the best year of your life?
Oh, guys, I got news for you. I'm a dude. It wasn't because of that. These are things I learned about life. It was the fact that I was able to be around such beautiful women, and I had no business. Dude, back in the day, I had shark teeth. I got my teeth fixed. Dude, there was no way I should have been hanging out with women that freaking beautiful who did not want to come back to the United States. I felt like a B-level actor.
Okay.
My best friend Bruce looked like Tiger Woods at the time on steroids.
Yeah.
Like, we both worked out. I had huge traps, the whole 9. People used to think we were soccer players. I hung out with the Honduran national hockey team. No, I'm sorry, soccer team. They want to do cocaine with me in the bathroom. I'm like, no. It was so surreal. You know what I mean? I get how people in like Hollywood and all these famous athletes get it. I get it. But man, like, someone asked me, hey, if you could do 1 year over again in your life, what would it be?
That's the one.
People would be like, spend it with your dad. I'm like, no. Motherfucking Honduras, please. From the jump. And even with all the crazy stories and all the life lessons I learned, I didn't learn those life lessons until later on in life. I was just living in the moment, man. You guys were 20 at some time.
Yeah.
You just fucking live it in the moment and you take a step back. Shit. That is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, and men, I got to tell you, that's been my whole life. My whole life has been people tell me, take a step back, look at it. That's not fucking normal. I think it's normal. It's how I fucking operate. Eric in the freaking, sitting back there, he's like, bro, you're going to love this. He's like, just be you. I'm like, am I anybody else? So ultimately, greatest year of my life. It was, dude, the music, every now and then I'll go back, I'll throw on some old tracks and think about it, like, can't believe I don't have AIDS. Holy shit. Sorry, a little too risky for the show.
No, you're good. You're good.
Roger that. A little uncomfortable.
Yeah. No,
Roger
we're
that.
good. So from Honduras, how did you get into the whole canine training? Was that years down the road?
So this is what happened. After Hondo Nam, we call it Hondo, like Vietnam. I end up in Utah. I get there in August 2000.
That military orders?
Yes.
Fix you there?
Yeah. And then a month and a half later, 9/11 happened. Right? Originally, I was going to be a drill instructor, right? I felt like that was my calling. Back in the day, I was working out, very into discipline and making sure. It's kind of funny, man, the way I evolved. I wanted to make sure that the people joining the military were in the right frame of mind to understand that they were going into the military. Then 9/11 happens. And then I said, I got to do something different then. Dude, I'm from New York, right? It's the city. The city in Long Island is completely different. When I say I'm from New York, I'm not from the city. I'm from Long Island, right? I rarely went to the city, if ever, maybe 2 or 3 times as a kid. You just don't fucking there. I'm not a tourist. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went and saw the Statue of Liberty in 6th grade. Cool, right? Something hit me, man. Even though I was attacked by a dog as a kid, I said, I'm going canine. Going canine. I think this is the route that I need to go to make a fucking difference in what's going on right now. You know, and how old were you guys when 9/11 happened?
I was
7th grade.
I
Yeah.
was in third, so I think you're like what, like 7,
Okay.
8?
Yeah, I'm like 13.
Roger that. So check this out. 9/11's going on. I'm right outside the fucking gate of the base of Hill Air Force Base
Oh.
in Utah.
Was that like on that day?
Dude, the night before, epic party time. It's what you do in the military. I got a phone call from my buddy Steve. And Steve and I were still great friends, great man.
Yeah, because that was what happened around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning in New York.
Yeah.
So that would have been what, 6 a.m. back in Utah? 3-hour difference?
Yeah, but I didn't answer my phone. It was funny. I didn't answer my phone because I knew I didn't have to be up until a certain time. So I just let my phone ring. I didn't know anything was going on. And then I finally picked it up and he called me when they hit the second tower. Right? So at that time, assistant flight chief, apparently like military structure, second in command for these 20 people. And I put my shit on and I tried to get into base. It took me 2 hours to go across the street into the base because every single vehicle was searched. Every single person was brought out, checked for firearms, checked for everything. Surreal. Surreal. Maybe as maybe as a 49-year-old, I can process it more if I would have went through it then. But at like 24 years old, dude, it was so insane that when I finally got back to the headquarters, like the police station, they sat us down and they had, both towers on fire. And I had to sit there and watch them both fall. Man. Man, I'm telling you, that's for me. And here's the craziest fucking part. 20 years later, I find out my wife is on the street working in New York City at the time, running away from the clouds.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Right? So now I have two perspectives. Sorry, get a little emotional here, brothers.
Oh,
Dang,
you're good.
dang.
I thought about her when she said it. So she was upwind, and it was her, my beautiful wife, Christine. Shout out, babe. You're welcome. And she was working for the attorney's office, and she was with her older friend, and they had a old school typewriter, and they were passing off the typewriter to each other, running up the street because it was so heavy they didn't want to lose the money,
Right.
for the typewriter. As the towers are falling, and I asked her, I said, babe, what did it sound like? And she's like, Rob, truthfully, it sounded like something was growling. Like, like the devil or whatever it may be was starting to growl. And then the shit started falling down. And then the clouds hit. And thankfully, they were running upwind, not downwind. Otherwise, they would have been contaminated with everything. And they got in there and they were safe. And they were safe. And this 20 years later, I find out about this. After everything I've been through, I watched them fall. It already changed my life. Now I'm not realize, fuck, man. My wife was personally involved in this shit that changed my life. Dude, the universe is fucking beautiful. It really is. The universe is fucking beautiful the way it brings people together. And man. Dude, sorry. Next question.
You're good.
Man,
You're
that
good,
just
man.
hit me, brother.
You're good. Wow.
Sorry.
No, that's, so where did now how did you get into the canine thing? That's it sounds like 9/11 was kind of the catalyst, and what was the next steps?
All right. So so with the canine now, I caught you up a little bit my past. This is my bread and butter.
Okay.
Right? Canine. I go to canine school 2001 into 02. It's in Lackland Air Force Base over in San Antonio. It was, I think back at, it's okay. You know, it's kind of cool. You get attacked by dogs. You put fucking sleeves on. You see people get bit. You know?
What kind of dogs are these?
We're talking
Malinois?
Malinois, Shepherds, Dutch Shepherds. Malinois is clearly the best for any
Right.
kind of military operation. Police, I don't
Or
really think.
missiles?
Yeah.
As I've heard them referred to.
Yeah, listen, bro. The police don't need freaking Malinois.
Really?
They don't need them,
No.
man. They don't need them. Those little dudes, holy shit, man. They will fuck your world up. And they don't stop. Land sharks. They don't stop.
Sharks.
They don't stop, man. They don't stop. So I end up going there. I do my 16 weeks. The first 6 weeks is nothing but learning how to, hey, listen, you're a bad guy. Let me let my dog go and teaching the commands. The next 10, finding bombs, detection, right? So I get out of that and then I deploy to the Middle East. So essentially, you're taking a dude right out of school. Hey, man, you graduated.
Get to work.
Hey, the war's starting. Get ready. Guys, I'll be honest with you. I had no fucking confidence in myself. They took a dog from someone else and gave him to me because he was a good dog.
Mhm.
Dutchie. Dutch Shepherd, absolutely beautiful. Black. Had a little bit of brindle, but just a little bit. We go to the UAE, and the UAE was going to be the gas station for all the planes getting ready to bomb Iraq. Our goal right there was to make sure all the fuel trucks come in are safe. Insert PTSD right now. Guys, I don't know if maybe some other handlers understand this, but when you think you know what you're doing, it might be dangerous because when you 25 fuel trucks and your dog sits, that means there's explosives right
They
there
sit.
when they sit. That's their response.
Mhm.
They sit. My dog sat.
Shit.
When I try to, it's kind of like you're waiting for the bang to happen. But now you're row 5 of these 25. And now you got to walk out of there and think you're going to be okay. It fucks you up. It fucks you up.
So in a situation like that, what happens when your dog sits? Or you release the bomb squad?
Yeah. So we would call, that's what I did. I called EOD. I said, hey guys, listen, this is what we got. And this is the greatest part about the military is they trained us so well at the time. I was so calm. I wrote down the license plate. I wrote down everything and got the fuck out of there. And explained to the bomb squad, this is what it is. Meanwhile, I'm waiting kind of like in the back of my head, like, oh shit, it's about to blow. It's about to blow. It's about to blow.
You gotta stay calm.
Do that 3 more times.
Jeez.
Right? And the last time was right before they fucking bombed, I don't know, smart bombs and all that bullshit. Man, guys, I'm telling you, it's something different. It's different. You have a different appreciation about life, about people, the way you think. That's one of those that, like, you know, you can look back in your life and be like, what changed me? How did I become this person? Right there. There's another motherfucking lesson. Right there. The fact that I got out of there after the war started, meaning I searched it, I got back, I was safe, and that night, I worked the day shift. That night, they started bombing them. And I'm like, so, and that leads me up to this. After that experience, I say, you know what? I love this life. I want to be a canine handler as a contractor. Back in 2002, 2003, contract canine dogs were a huge thing, right? I applied. People wanted to send me to Iraq, Afghanistan, not yet Afghanistan, but Iraq, Middle East. But I found somewhere in St. Louis.
That's what brought you here.
And that's what brought me here, brother. Brother, this is where I landed.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking leaving.
I love it. Yeah. So what about St. Louis made you want to stick around?
I was done moving.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, home will forever be wherever the fuck I lay my head down. Right? I don't have a yearning for New York. I don't have a yearning for, whatever they say.
No.
Dude, I could live in a motherfucking small trailer right now and I'd be fine. My wife and kids would probably hate it, but
Right.
that's why I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
It's wherever I lay my head down. I established myself as a hard worker, making sure the people in front of you, above bosses, whatever they may be, are they understand what you're doing, right? Don't give them a reason to question you, right? You fucking tell them, this is what I'm doing right now, and you do it. And I did that for 4 years as a contractor, and then the opportunity came for me to get back up to the federal side again. So I had 9 years in the Air Force, and then I joined, but I was able to enter the federal government again. And guys, I got to tell you, it's been the greatest thing ever. So from 2007 to 2011, pretty boring. Nothing really happened. Wish I had great stories now. 2011, myself, Larry, and Josh, my brothers. These are my two brothers. Just like what you're doing right now, starting this podcast, we built a canine program, right? We understood what was right and we understood what was wrong. And that's why I looked at you earlier. I'm like, fuck yeah, man, you're doing it right. You're fucking doing it right. Because you saw how many people fucked it up before you. Guess what? There's 4 of us. The other guy, I don't know how he got lumped in with 2 Marines and a dude from the Air Force. He was a youth pastor, right? That's a whole nother story. I can talk to you about that offline. We built this fucking program. We built it upon family. Family first. If your child is sick, roger that, I got you covered. If you need to handle something, roger that, I got you covered. Because I know you will have me covered when shit hits the fucking fan. Plain and simple. When you have, dude, I wish I had a third. I wish I had a third dude. Because it would be not just you and I. There's another personality involved. When you have three distinctive personalities, you got me, who I am, right? You have Larry, who was one of the smartest men I've ever met in my life, Marine. He's got a crazy story. Maybe I can get him out here to talk to you guys. And then you have Josh. Josh is the prototypical Marine who there is not a task that you can give him that he will not give you 100%. Right? So you got these three different personalities coming together. And as men do, we figure shit out. I'll handle the talking. Larry, you handle this. Josh, you handle that. And we built the greatest freaking canine program. It started off at 4 for the agency that I work for. Then it went to 6. Then it went to 8. And then when I left, it was at 12. And I would sit back and I would look. Go ahead.
No, and what was are you guys training? Is it strictly bomb detection or
Yeah.
is it other?
It's straight explosive detection.
Okay.
Right. I can tell you something about Missouri. Missouri's fucked up. Missouri is so fucked up in the way people live. If we're going into North St. Louis, we know we're looking for guns. We go down south, we're looking
Meth.
for bombs.
Oh, sorry.
Because
Right.
apparently, when you do meth, you love to build motherfucking bombs. Dude, my boy Josh went out on a call. A meth head blew his hand off with a pipe bomb. And they were looking for shrapnel. And the dog found it. Dog
Found his
passed
hand?
found the shrapnel from the pipe. Not the hand. The head was gone. There was guts everywhere. That's the kind of training we were doing. Like work the dog past the guts and blood and whatever it may be. Took him right there. Dude, I'm telling you, guys, we live in a shell. If you really step out in the world and you want to get fucking deep, geez, my opinion is this. Let me go on the street and pull some motherfuckers in. I'll be the handler and you ask them questions. That's the fucking podcast. I'm telling you, man, it is so fucking wild to see how people live and what motivates them. And it was little yellow labs. And I'll show you guys pictures, creds and all that fun stuff. But here's the other thing about that whole job is, and I learned this from the military, because the military is different, is let's just say you get a different job. You got to, move. You just leave. Right? The dog sits there and waits for a new handler. With our program, it was, you got him as a pup. You got to fucking raise him. He comes in your home. He's part of your family. It changes your life. And when I got divorced, one of my biggest regrets, other than getting married, is I left my first dog with my ex-wife. I felt so bad. The little Lynn spent his last 2 years with her. And I saw pictures. She overfed him.
Was he a canine?
Yeah. Dude, greatest bomb dog ever.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's so funny. Police work, you have nothing to show for it. You know what I mean? There is no finished product.
It's a thankless job too.
Thankless job. Canine, guess what? There is. You have a dog, and you can actually show that dog is working, can find guns, and can find ammo, can find bombs. You can look at me and be like, man, you did your fucking job. And I could be like, you motherfucking right, I did. That's why it's the greatest job in the fucking world. It's what you put into that. You have a product. Emotionally, it'll wreck you. Some days the dog will be on, right? Some days the dog will be like, I'm like, bro, have you ever smelled C4 before? Like, literally, the bomb is right there, bro. We're doing training right now. He's like, whatever. I don't want to do this. And for me, to be in that position for so long and to watch the the younger men come up. Again, trying to be that dad that I always wanted in my life since my dad passed. Going up to each and every one of them, going, guys, this is what it's about. Look at that fucking dog. Hug him. Give a fucking hug. Because tomorrow might be terrible.
Right.
Enjoy this moment. Fucking live in the moment. You learn to live in the moment doing that. And man, I gotta tell you, it's the greatest thing in the world. Most nerve-wracking you've ever been through. Guys, I went to, sorry, put my leg up here, my hip's going dead. I went to a meth house in Kansas City, right? Apparently this guy was selling meth, and a certain federal agency was getting ready to do a bust. I was there to recover possible pipe bombs, guns, ammo. This dude was cooking meth and making pipe bomb. Apparently, if you bought so much meth from him, he gave you a complimentary pipe bomb.
Just throws it in.
Nice.
Throws it in with the deal.
Dude. All right, here's, again. Guy was maybe 25. I go into this 3-story house. It was an episode of Hoarders.
Really?
Yeah, oh, dude. Except the amount of porn and dildos and adult toys and shit on the TV was out of control. His dad was 67, dating a 19-year-old. Right? So, again, it makes you evaluate what the hell's going on with this world. You know, that's the biggest thing, man. It was a wild situation.
What's something your dog handlers understand about intuition that most people don't?
I don't think most people trust themselves. I don't think most people, and dude, and it goes with the universe and maybe the way I found this job. It's coming from New York and dodging those child molesters and understanding situations like, probably not supposed to be here right now. Something's not right. Once you identify that something is not right, plan something to escape that situation. Get away. Get away. If you can't get away, roger that. What's next? How do we deal with this? How do we fucking deal with this situation now? Now we're stuck, right? What's the most logical way to handle this situation right now? And this goes from life, conversations in life, talking to people on the phone that you guys do. I'm sure you guys have fucking weird conversations with people and you're like, oh, fuck, I fucked up there.
Constantly.
Mhm.
Dude, yeah, roger that. Own it. Guess what? How am I going to figure out how to get out of this? And this brings me to the person you see today would not be possible if it wasn't for my wife, Christine, Dylan, and Jake, right? So I divorced my ex-wife. So Christine had 2 boys. Her husband had passed away at the time. I told you, like Marisol and I, we were making a lot of money, doing everything. Dude, nothing fulfilled something within my heart. Man, the second you get a 6th and 7th grader in your life will change your life completely. God bless me, the universe blessed me with the opportunity to mold 2 beautiful, amazing young men, right? Sometimes I ask why, you know, why? I stopped asking why and just do. It comes down to this. Those young kids at the time was going through like COVID and everything else. And I told them this, and man, it was so funny. And I said, men, if shit hits the fan, do you want to call the police or do you want to fucking handle it? They're like, Rob, I want to handle it. I'm like, well, let me show you the gym now. I took them downstairs and I showed them how to start working out. Hindsight 2020, they're both fucking animals now. But guys, I've been given so many opportunities in this life that is so beautiful. I gotta find a way to give it back. Right? I'm trying. I like whether it's 7-Eleven or whatever gas station, buy someone's soda, buy someone's gas. I don't want anybody to see it. I just want to do it. Keep it moving. That's something I go to therapy. Is why am I so fortunate? I don't get it. I don't think I'm anything special. I'm just a dude who survived through a lot of fucking shit. So did my little brother. My little brother's fucking killing it in Florida. We can't understand. Maybe we're not meant to understand it.
Is it more like a survivor's guilt or imposter syndrome? What do you think? Is it?
You know what's funny about that? Imposter syndrome. I believed in that for a while until I really started talking to people. When you really start talking to people and really start understanding the words that they're saying, everybody plays a fucking role, man. Right? The biggest thing you guys can do as men, the first time you meet them, I came up to you, give you a hug. I came up to you and give you a hug. Disarm everybody. There's no posturing. There's none of this bullshit. Look at my cock. Oh, it's bigger. Let's throw it on the fucking table. No, there's none of that. Dude, we're on the fucking level. Let's talk. Let's be men. Once you get to that point, it's fucking, it relieves every bit of stress that you might have had. That's what it's about. You realize that everybody, especially right now in your 30s, you guys are fucking grinding. You're doing great things. You guys are killing it. It gets old. It gets fucking old. Right? How many times you got to pick up the phone? You're like, oh, this fucking dickhead. Jesus Christmas. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I stop that. I stop it. If my wife wants me to meet new friends, you know, dude, I'm coming in with the same energy every single time. If you don't match that energy, this could have been a fucking, dude, this could have been a freaking abortion right now. But the fact that you're good men, it resonates. So you see what I'm saying, right? If you put that fucking energy out, the guy who resists, yeah, fuck that dude. Get him out of here. Get him out of the fucking room. We don't want that. That's the guy who's going to stab you in the back. That's the guy who's going to fuck you over. That's the guy who's going to ask you for money.
Well, what do you think society gets wrong about manhood today?
Everything.
Can you elaborate?
Absolutely, motherfucker. What do you think it wasn't? I've had diarrhea of the mouth for the last hour. Listen, it comes down to this. And really, as men, own your manhood. Look in yourself and actually look in your eyes. What am I doing wrong? Identify what the fuck you're doing wrong and fix it. Right? If you're not man enough to fix it, you're not a man. Guys, over the last year, for the first 47 years, I wasn't a man. The last year made me a man. I had to fucking hit rock bottom and understand I was disappointing my family. I was disappointing myself. I was making people feel uncomfortable around me because I was unable to deal with my own issues. That's when I went and got help. So the biggest thing with men and being a man, dude, if something's bothering you and you can't fucking shake it, talk to someone, please. Right? Please get a therapist. There is nothing fucking wrong with talking to someone about your problems.
I go twice a week or twice a month.
But dude, roger that.
Yeah.
Dude, first, something funny. First session, my therapist tells me, have you ever thought about writing a book? I'm like, lady, I'm just trying to get fucking right here. Fucking book. I don't even read. But with men, it comes down to this. And this is something I want you guys to do every single day. Understand that your men represent being a man. People will feel the frequency, they will feel the vibration. When you hold yourself accountable for everything that you do in life, people will feel it. People will be drawn to you. It's just not life. It's just not work. It's everything. The second you decide to put all this bullshit behind you, yeah, man, it's like God mode. It's fucking crazy. It's the greatest thing in the world. But when you get there, use it for good. Use it for good. You keep helping. You fucking keep helping. You search out those who need help. Plain and simple, guys. It's plain and simple.
Oh,
That's incredible. How has within the last year and your journey through therapy, how has that changed your level of emotional intelligence for being a father?
Here's the crazy thing, man. Emotional intelligence was always there. I didn't know how to fucking express it. Right? I knew when people were kind of going sideways during a conversation or whatever. Earlier, I thought I was putting you to sleep. You're like, I'm like, dude, I'm putting this guy to sleep?
No.
Jesus. No, I'm just fucking with you, man.
Not at all.
There, yeah. It comes down to you go home every day and you have a wife and kids, right? You got your boys. There are some things you just don't want to say to your boy, right? At one point, I actually thought about, starting a fucking, become a stand-up comic because the amount of trauma that I've had in my life.
We actually know someone who's ex-military who did become a stand-up comic.
Dude,
and he's
roger that.
Funnier and shit.
Dude, I would love to vibe with that guy.
Yeah, you'd love him. He's
You'd love him,
hilarious.
yeah.
100%. But dude, emotional intelligence as men it's got to be supported. You got to be able to talk to your boy, and it's got to be reciprocated, because the second it's shot down,
The first thing you're gonna do, clam up.
yeah, fuck that. Oh, I'm not doing anything anymore. Yeah, you know what? That's why I got Eric out there. Eric knows me inside and out. He knows my family side. I want my family to watch this. Actually, this is very selfish of me to say, I want my family to see this. This is who I am as a man, right? It's not the guy that you see at home laughing, joking every day. This is life for me every fucking day. And this is how I provide for our family. And this is how I get to take a chance and explain to you, yeah, I've been through some crazy shit, right? But I'm still motherfucking good. It didn't break me. Almost. But I laughed. I laughed at the end. At the end, I kind of laughed. I was sitting in my basement, and man, I had the freaking, all my shades was shut, mentally broken. And my wife came down. Here's the other thing. Make sure you're with someone who truly loves you, whether it's man, woman, whatever today's into. Find someone who fucking loves you and believes in you, who truly fucking believes in you, in your dreams, right? My wife came down and she's like, enough. Fucking enough. Enough of this bullshit. I know who you are. Knock it off. Man. It took me 2 minutes to get back up off that fucking couch. Stop feeling sorry for myself. That is the most embarrassing part of my life. Not getting married the first time and sitting there for 8 months. Even though I thought I had a brain tumor. Even though my mom, within 18 months, this is what happened. The VA told me I had a brain tumor. 6 months later, my mom was dealing with cancer. 6 months later, I got into a car accident. I was feeling kind of low. I'm embarrassed with the fact that I let myself get that far low. Right? I could have said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm done. Yeah, fuck you. I've been through too much. I'm going to fight back. Guys, since then, not a bad day yet. Not a motherfucking bad day yet. This is
awesome.
what we're talking about as men. If you're having a bad day, dude, fucking call me. I'll give you my number. You're having a bad day? Let's talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it. What's so bad about it? All right? Yeah, you lose a couple bucks. Might have got a hooker pregnant. Well, whatever. Maybe not. Hopefully not. But shit happens, man. But it's that side of me that's like, you know what, guys? I'm not going to be all serious and shit. I'm going to put some little levity in this. We're going to make fun of it. There's a silver lining around of every single bad fucking situation. We just have to find it. We just got to fucking find it, man.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Well, Rob, I think that's a perfect place for us to end this. I do have, I gotta take my son to swimming lessons here in just a little bit. So
Roger that.
I gotta get rolling, but we always end the show the same way. We probably need to have you on because I feel like we didn't even touch on anything that or didn't touch. We touched on a fraction of what I wanted to get to.
This is going to be like a 4-part series.
Yeah. Hey, honestly,
We'll
this is part one,
sure.
man.
Yeah.
We'll have you definitely
Yes,
going to have you back
absolutely.
because this has been amazing. But we end the show the same way every time. So I'm sure you've listened to a couple episodes.
Absolutely.
You probably know what's coming on.
Play a little tombstone game. Here lies Rob. What's it say on your tombstone?
Fucking A right.
Fucking A
There
right.
you go.
I love it.
Fucking A right.
There you go.
Well,
That's how you live your life.
Yeah.
thank you so much for your story, and
Man,
thank you for
no.
doing so much. Thank you for doing what you did for our country, and
Yes, thank you.
Thank you to everybody at home that tuned into the show. If you could click that subscribe button for us, that would help us out a ton. Trying to grow those subscriber numbers, trying to get to 500 before the end of 2025. Help us hit that goal. Share the episode with a friend. Click that like button. Comment what you thought below. We'll see you next time.